Hello, everyone, and welcome back. Glad you could join me again. Today, we're going to be looking at the Harbor Freight Inside Track Club deals for September 2024. So, if you're interested in all the great ITC deals that are going on right now, stick around. I'm going to cover all that. And on top of that, in this video, we're also going to be covering the Dollar Day sales that are going on right now as well. Instead of making two different videos, I figured I'd put it all together in one video. That way, you could see everything that's going on for the ITC members and everybody else as well. So, let's get started on the video. Alright guys, welcome back. Glad you could join me again. So today we're going to be looking at the Inside Track Club deals for September 2024, just like I said. But we're going to start off first looking at the Dollar Days deals, as you see right there. Instead of making two videos, I figured may as well make one, and that way you get advantage of everything. And these coupons are at my website under the Extras tab. Just click on that, go halfway down the page, and that's where you will find all the Inside Track Club deals. Every single month I put one out, and on top of that, everything else that Harbor Freight puts out as far as coupons go, I put it at my website so it's easy for you to find. And there's my website right there. Just type that into your browser, head on over there. Under the Extras tab, you can find everything related to Harbor Freight. So let's start off looking at the Dollar Day sale for September 2024. And we start off right here, starting at the $1 items. But one thing that I wanted to point out, because it just got me when I saw that, all these deals are in effect until 9/11/24. Now, does that mean anything to anybody? Does that say anything to anybody? When I saw that, I thought to myself, what is wrong with the marketing department at Harbor Freight?
Come on, man. Come on, man.
That is just like so ridiculous to put your end date on a date that was a tragic day. Why would you bring that up? Why didn't they make it 9/10 or 9/12? These are supposed to be smart. I use the term loosely. College educated, again, loosely. And these people couldn't figure out that if you're doing some marketing, you don't want to bring up things that can be hurtful or offensive to people. I certainly would not have brought it up, and I'm not a college-educated marketing genius or a marketing professional for that matter. I just do whatever feels right to me, and that doesn't feel right to me. So I would not have used that. But that's just my opinion. I'm sure somebody's going to say, oh, it doesn't really matter. It's no big deal. Okay. Anyway, here we go. Let's start off with the Pittsburgh 4-inch magnetic parts holder for $1, normally $3. So that's 66% off. And they have to put a label on this, hardware not included, because I'm sure there's going to be somebody that says, hey, where's my nuts and bolts? I thought it came with nuts and bolts. Yeah, there's always somebody like that, isn't there? No, it doesn't come with anything. It's just a magnetic parts holder, nothing inside of it. Anyway, here you go. How about from Pittsburgh also, the 5-inch jumbo aluminum hook. Right now it's $1, normally $2, so that's 50% off. And these guys right here, the 11-inch cable ties 100 pack, your choice of color, black or white, $2 right now, normally $3.50, so that's 42% off. And I can't remember offhand if normally the 8-inch or the 11-inch are the ones that go down to $1, but I have seen these guys for $1 before. Like I said, I don't remember if it's the 8 or the 11, but it's up to you if you want to get them or not. And if you want to get yourself a small little paintbrush from Avanti, a 2-inch short angle paintbrush for $2, normally $5, so that's 59% off. Or one of these little clear stacking bins for $3, normally $4, so that's 24% off, or $1 you save. And the 3-inch wire cup brush with 1/4-inch shank for $3, normally $4, again 24%, or $1 you save. And if you want one of these 30 caliber ammo boxes, the plastic ones, for $3 right now, normally $6, so that's 49% off, half price. And this 14-in-1 painter's tool from Quinn with a lifetime warranty for $3, normally $4, that's 24% off. Now I'm curious on this. It has a lifetime warranty. It's a piece of aluminum. It's a scraper, so you know it's going to get dull and worn out. I wonder if somebody takes it back to the store and says, hey, all these edges have become dull. It's no good anymore. I want a new one. I wonder if they'll give you a new one. Really, honestly, because I have one of these tools from a different store that I got years ago, and I have to keep sharpening up the edges and so forth because it will get dull if you use it as a scraper and stuff like that. So that's an interesting point there. I wonder if they'll give you a new one. And here you go also if you need a lightweight soldering iron from Chicago Electric, a 30-watt soldering iron for $4. Normally this guy drops a little lower than that, but right now it's $4. Normally $6, that's 33% off. And this is a cheapy little one. I always point out, use it, abuse it, throw it away. It's not going to last you a long time. It's really poorly made. I have one of these guys. I've used it. And even at 30 watts, it burns through the tip rather quickly. 2 or 3 projects and your tip is already burned on through. You can always replace it, but that's up to you. And here you go if you need a garden sprayer, the half-gallon multi-purpose sprayer for $4. Normally $5, that's 19% off, or $1 you save. And this guy right here from Pittsburgh, the 12-inch ratcheting bar clamp spreader for $4, normally $5, 19% again, or $1 you save. And from Warrior, the quick release magnetic nut setter set, 9 pieces in SAE or metric, $4 right now, normally $5, 19% off, or $1 you save. And if you want one of these little tool bags from Voyager, 12-inch tool bag with 21 pockets for $5, normally $8, so that's a couple of bucks you save, or 37% off. Or from Pittsburgh, the SAE metric and star folding hex key set, 3 pieces for $5, normally $7, that's 28% off, or a couple of bucks you save. And the Braun 200 lumens LED pen light for $5, normally $8, that's 37% off, or $2 off. And how about some camo all-purpose weather-resistant tarp, the 7x9 footer for $5, normally $8, 37% off, or $2. And it's not too bad. I have one of these guys that I've had outside for quite a long time, and it's held up reasonably well. I mean, nothing holds up to the weather for a long time. It's starting to get frayed around the edges and stuff, but you know what? It did its job for a few years. And if you need from Badlands a 3/4-inch D-ring shackle, you can get this guy right now for $7, normally $10. So that's 29% off, or about $3 you save. And if you need a moving blanket, this guy, the 72x80 moving blanket, this is one of the bigger ones. They do have smaller ones. $7 right now, normally $9, so that's a couple of bucks you save, or 22% off. And if you want some of these warm white copper wire lights with remote for $7 right now, normally $8, so that's 12% off, or $1 you save. Or some of these 5mm nitrile powder-free gloves, the 100 pack from Hardy for $8. Normally $12, so that's 33% off. Comes in small, medium, large, extra large, or extra, extra large. At $8, I would say don't buy it right now. It's not a good price. Just a few weeks ago in the parking lot sale and other sales I've done throughout this year, they have put this down to $5. So wait until it's $5. Normally, probably in a couple weeks or in a month or so, it'll be $5 again. So unless you're in dire straits and you really, really need them right now, then go ahead and pay the $8. But otherwise, I would say wait for the next sale. This is not their best price. Mostly $5 is their best price. So here you go. If you need the Universal Impact Joint Set, 3 pieces for $8. Also from Pittsburgh, lifetime warranty. Normally $12. That's 33% off, or about $3 or $4 you save there. And how about if you need a magnetic tray with screwdriver holder from US General? $9 right now, normally $14. So that's about $4 you save, or 35% off. Or if you need a 3/8" drive 17-inch breaker bar from Pittsburgh, $9 right now, normally $13. So that's about 30% off, or about $3 as well. And if you're looking for a compressor, here's a couple different coupons you can take advantage of. If you're looking for a Fortress or a McGraw, either one, you can take advantage of 15% off on the Fortress or 10% off on the McGraws. And these guys are good until the 15 for both of them, so you can take advantage of them anytime you like. And let's move on and let's get started on the Inside Track Club deals. That took care of all the dollar days for everybody. Let's go into the ITC membership deals. And there's way too many items on here for me to cover in this video. We already took on some extra stuff that I normally don't cover, so I'm not going to talk about everything. I'm just going to move around to interesting stuff. If I missed something that you're interested in, be sure to comment down below and let me know, and I'll answer any questions that you have. But before we keep going with this guy, do me a great big favor and hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. That way you get notified every time I make another one of these money-saving videos for Harbor Freight, Home Depot, Lowe's, Amazon, or any other great place that I can find to save you guys some money. Where the inflation keeps taking away all your savings, you got to find ways to save money, and that's what I'm here to help you do. So hit that subscribe button and let's move along. So let's start off looking right here at the Predator 6500 watt gas powered portable generator with CO Secure technology. $600 right now, normally $650, so that's $50 off. And here we go looking at this guy, the Icon T8 Professional Intelligent Diagnostic Scanner for $800. Normally $900, so that's $100 that you save if you're an ITC member. Not bad for an ITC member, but one thing I will point out, just in case you're not aware, I've seen some videos on this guy, people that have reviewed it and so forth. One thing you should be aware of, it's not as good as you may think that it is. Go to the Harbor Freight website, read through it, get informed and so forth, but I like to be honest and tell you guys everything up front so that you know before you plunk down your hard-earned cash and maybe make a mistake and it's not something that you really want. This is not a proprietary item that Icon or Harbor Freight put together. This is a Launch or Ancel rebranded scanner. That's all that it is. I know the software on this stuff, so I know from watching the videos the software, because I have several Ancels and Launch products and so forth, so I can tell you their software is pretty much identical. And Ancel or Launch, whichever one, they will rebrand other scanners for other companies and use the same software and put it out there. And Harbor Freight happened to take advantage of that. So an $800 scanner or $900, however you want to look at it, you can get an Ancel or a Launch that'll do pretty much the same thing, if not more, for the same price. So I would say, why not buy the original instead of buying a copy? Second of all, this guy only comes with a 1-year warranty, where most of the time you can get an Ancel or a Launch with 2 or 3 years of warranty. I know, I've done several reviews on that. Secondly, this guy doesn't come with any updates. In other words, you get 1 year of the year that you bought it. That's all you get. After a year, you have to start paying money for the updates. And that's not that great. Most of the scanners that I've reviewed from Ancel, Launch, and several other places will bring you 2 or 3 years of free updates. So you see how this item is becoming way too expensive considering what it is? And they always like to compare themselves to like Snap-on and so forth, where Snap-on does have proprietary software. They're not just getting a normal off-the-shelf launcher or something like that and putting their name on it. Snap-on is totally different from all the other scanners out there. So, and you're going to pay more for a Snap-on. For an Icon, I'm not feeling it. I don't think it's all that great. You can get another one from Launch, Ancel, or Autel, or one of the other brands that'll do the same, if not more, at a better price. 1-year warranty, not good enough. 1-year update, not good enough. You can get a lot of the other stuff on Amazon at a lot better deal. Oh, and by the way, this one does come with TrueFix, which is supposed to help you to walk through and figure out what's wrong with your vehicle. That's not included. That's not free. Go to their website and you'll find out. If you go to their website, you'll see that you have to pay $300 for a 12-month subscription of the TrueFix. That's a lot more expensive than what you're being led to believe, right? So obviously, it's something that your $800 scanner is going to become more expensive. And this one also comes with the auto auth for FCA vehicles. That's an additional $50 annual fee. So you see how it's becoming more and more expensive as you go along? That's why I really don't think it's that good a scanner, and I would not recommend it. I would say look at something else. I don't trust electronics from Harbor Freight, so I would get it from someone else instead of them. Again, just trying to be informative and let you guys know what's going on out there. I don't want you to, make a mistake and get the wrong one. I'd like you to get some good scanners. If you're going to get that, get the right one. And if you're curious, I'll put up a link to a playlist that I have of different scanners that I reviewed up in the corner of this video. Go check out the playlist. Go through all that. I've reviewed several scanners. That way you guys can be informed and pick the right one for you. So here you go. If you're looking for a multi-process professional welder, the Unlimited 200 with 120 or 240 volt input, $700 right now. Normally $800, so that's $100 off for that guy. And here's a different one for you. If you want the MiG 140 professional welder with 120 volt input, $400 right now. Normally $500. That's $140 you save on that guy. And I did recently do a few months ago. I did a review of a different brand welder that I thought was a pretty good welder. Did a good job when I tested it and has a lot of different features to it. I'll put up a link to that one in the corner as well if you want a different scanner if you haven't seen that video previously. So let's see here. How about this? And here you go. This is one that I know the other day I told you about a similar product on the Amazon Labor Day sale. The one at Amazon was a much better deal than this because, see, this is $18 right now for ITC members, $22 for everybody else. The one on Amazon was $27, I think it was, if I remember correctly, and that was a 100-footer. This is only 24-footer. This only brings 12 bulbs, so they're a foot apart. The one on Amazon was 100 feet, so that had way more bulbs than this guy for only a couple bucks more. That's why I point out the different places where you can get great products. This guy comes in either white or black, your choice if you want to get that guy. Or like I said, when you hit that subscribe button, the next time I do an Amazon sale, you'll know about it. You can get it cheaper over there if you want to do that. Or how about right here if you want from US General, the 72-inch by 22-inch work center hutch. Comes in 8 different colors. Right now you can get this guy for $600. Normally $700, that's $100 off. Comes in red, black, blue, green, orange, yellow, white, or gray. And if you want a full motion TV mount, here you go from Armstrong. 23 to 65 inches, single stud. There you go for that guy right now. $18 right now, normally $35. That's 48% you save. And if you want a Bauer shop vac, 14-gallon wet dry shop vac for $90, normally $110, so that's $20 you save on that guy. And if you want a parts cleaner from Central Machinery, the 20-gallon parts washer with high flow pump, $100 for this guy, normally $130, so that's $30 you save. And here you go, guys. This is a perfect example of what I was talking about earlier. You can get from Storehouse a 24-inch cable ties, a 10-pack, for $1.50 instead of getting the other ones that were only 8 inches for $2. I realize there's a difference in quantity and so forth. I realize. But the other ones were only 11 inches. This is 24. So if you want some really long zip ties, you can get this guy instead. And it's normally only $2.30. So it's not that much of a difference from the other one. Comes in black or white. That's why I tell you got to be smart when you're looking at different things. Figure out which is the best one for you. There you go with the Quinn 1/2 inch drive, 12.5 to 250 foot-pound digital torque wrench right there for $150. Normally $180, so that's $30 you save yourself. And if you want an inexpensive little reciprocating saw from Warrior, 6-amp rotating handle variable speed reciprocating saw right now for only $17. Normally $28, so that's 39% you save. Or if you want one of these blue tarps, here you go, 19 by 29 footer. That's a pretty big guy. Weather resistant tarp for $25, normally $33, so that's 24% off. Or if you want a blower, here you go from Bauer, the 20-volt cordless, 96 mile per hour, 338 CFM jet fan blower, tool only for $40, normally $50, so that's 20% off. So battery and charger sold separately. If you're not in the Bauer family, plan on adding another $50-$60 on top of that, which makes it more expensive. That's your typical little gimmick right there that Harbor Freight likes to pull. If you're not in the Bauer family, I would recommend checking Amazon because most of their products on there come with battery and charger and everything included, and generally it turns out to be a better deal. So just the word of warning right there. Now here's something that's not bad, even getting it from Harbor Freight. Here you go with the Bauer 10-amp deep cut variable speed bandsaw for only $90. Now that's about the cheapest I've seen, even comparing it to Amazon. Normally $120, so you save yourself $30. But the blade is sold separately, and I did get one of these, and I did a review on it a few years ago. The blade, if you have to buy that separately, if you don't already have one, you're looking at about $15 to $20 depending on which one you get. So $90 is a good deal for this tool, but the blade adds additional cost if you don't have it. They won't throw it in. You can ask, see if they'll throw it in for free. You might get lucky, but I had to pay for it. So it was not that much cheaper. So let's see here. How about if you want one of these 3-shelf steel service carts, 30 by 16 incher for $50, normally $70, so that's 28% off. Or if you want an abrasive cutoff saw, the 15-amp, 3.8 horsepower, 14-inch saw from Bauer, $120 right now, normally $150, so that's $30 you save. Or the Master Interchangeable Puller Set. Wow, this is an expensive guy right here, $175 from Icon. Normally $220, so that's $45 you save. And this is one of those items that I like to point out that you might be able to rent it from your auto parts store for free. So before you get this guy, I would suggest contacting your auto parts to see if they'll rent that to you, if that's something that you're only going to do once or twice. But if you're a technician and you want to have this in your tool cart so you can use it on a regular basis, and you want to have an Icon instead of a Snap-on, then, that's a whole different matter. That's totally up to you. So there you go. And here you go if you want a trigger grip angle grinder from Hercules, 13-amp, 4.5 to 6 incher. There you go, $70 right now for that guy. Normally $100, so that's $30 you save. Or you get the alternative over here from Bauer, the 15-amp, 7-incher trigger grip angle grinder with a 180-degree rotating body for $70. Normally $90, so that's 22% you save. So you have a couple of choices, either Hercules or the Bauer. Pick the one you like the best. And let's see, and how about this guy here? We just saw the other ones on the dollar days, the impact rated ones. How about if you want the chrome ones? Here you go, the universal joint socket set, adapter set right there, 3 pieces for $6, normally $10, so that's 40% off. So if you don't like the other one, you can grab this guy. Or if you want an abrasive saw again from Hercules. You don't like the Bauer, you want the Hercules. Here you go, 15 amp, 4.3 horsepower, 14-inch saw for $160. Normally $175, so that's $15 you save. And let's see, what else do we have? How about here from Daytona? The 350-pound capacity premium creeper with adjustable headrest for $60 right now. Normally $85, so that's 29% off. And let's see, and here you go with some batteries for some Atlas products. I don't think we have any Atlas products in this sale, but in case you have an Atlas product and you need a battery, here you go, the Atlas 40-volt 2.5 amp lithium battery for $70. Normally $90, so that's 22% off. That's why I always tell you, when you're looking at cordless tools, try to get the ones that bring the battery and charger and everything included, because the batteries are not cheap. So when you have to buy them separately, it tends to add quite a bit more to the price. And here you go if you need some different electrical cords there. From Vanguard, you have the 25-footer, the 50-footer, 12-3 or 10-3, $15 or $65, and that way you can get the one you like. Or if you need an extension cord reel, you can get this 150-footer for only $7. Normally $10, that's 30% off. And if you want a variable speed drill, a plug-in type, no batteries to worry about, you can get this guy from Bauer, 6.3 amp, 1/2 inch drill for $30. Normally $45, so that's about $15 you save, or 33% off. And let's see, how about a different bag right here from Bauer, the 24-inch tool bag with 16 pockets for $25. So if that little one on the dollar days wasn't good enough for you, you can get this guy, which is a Bauer bag, a nice pretty red and black bag. There you go, $25, normally $35, so that's about $10 you save, or 28% off. Or if you need one of these cross beams for your Daytona jack, the steel floor jack cross beam for $50, normally $70, so that's 28% off. And this guy right here, the 100-watt soldering gun kit for $20. Normally $25, that's 20% off. Do not buy this guy. I have reviewed this guy. I reviewed this guy about 4 or 5 years ago, and I don't think they've updated it or upgraded it or done anything to it. And I had it, and I did a review on it. Worked out really good for about a month or two. Then it went bad. And I think I was able to take it back into warranty. I can't remember offhand, but I think I tried another one. Also went bad on me. So not something I would recommend. It really is no good. Right now I have it sitting in my cupboard. It just hums. It will not heat up. I can touch the tip with my fingers and not even feel it warm. So it's not good at all. Don't spend $20 on that. It is no good. And here you go. If you want a parts cleaner, 2.5 liter ultrasonic cleaner for $68. Normally $90, that's 24% off. And you know what? If you want a 2.5 liter, fine. There's many of them out there, including this one. But I just did a review of one a lot smaller than this one. If you want one really compact, you can still do little tools and stuff like this in this one that I just reviewed. And I'll put up a link in the corner of the video. You can go check that out. If you want a small little parts cleaner for a lot less than this, I think it was like $30-something. So it's half the price, and it's also much smaller and easier to put it in your bag and take it with you or move it around, whatever you want to do, store it away. So go check out that one if you want a really compact little parts cleaner. You can use it for stuff around the house or cleaning tools. And here you go from Chicago Electric, the 7.5 amp, 3¼ inch planer with dust bag for $35, normally $55, so that's 36% off on that guy. Or you need a high volume watering kit, there you go, the Fireman's hose right there, the 100-foot high volume watering kit with adjustable spray nozzle. I don't know what you're going to water with that. I mean, it looks like a fireman's hose, only if you're going to put out a fire or something like that. But other than that, I don't see a point to it. But $90 if you want to get that guy, normally $110, that's $20 off. And if you're looking for a welding helmet, there you go, new it says. 10.1 square inch arc safe auto darkening welding helmet with the American flag design for $130, normally $150, so that's $20 you save on that guy. And let's see what else. How about this guy right here? The 1.1 amp corner detail sander for $9, normally $20, so that's 55% off. And let's see what else. This guy here, the Bauer 5.8 amp 4.5 inch compact circular is off for $45, normally $65, so that's 30% off, or about $20 right there. And I always point out, guys, be careful with these saws. I have one of these from a different company that I reviewed a few years ago. This is a tricky little saw. It's convenient and easy to get into small places and do small cuts and so forth, but be sure you hold it with both hands. Keep one hand in the front where the handle is and one hand back here, because it has a high propensity for kickback. If you're not careful, it'll kick back and hit you in the jaw and maybe hurt you. So be careful with these guys since it's very lightweight. It's not like a normal saw, which the weight of it reduces the amount of kickback. This guy is so lightweight, it'll kick back and hurt you. So be very careful with that. And let's see, what else do we have here? How about these guys? The Bauer T-Shank General Purpose Jigsaw Blade Set, 30 pieces for 10 bucks, normally 15, so that's 33% off, or about 5 or 6 bucks. This is the T-Shank. These are for the newer jigsaws out there. If you have some of the older jigsaws, like I have a couple Craftsman that are the older style from the 80s, 90s, around there, those are going to be the U-Shank like under. Those you can also get at Harbor Freight. Not on sale right now, but they do carry them if you can't find them anywhere else. So just be informed about that. And if you're looking for a microprocessor controlled automatic battery charger for 20 bucks, 6 and 12 volt, 2 amp 3 stage, there you go, 20 bucks, normally 27, that's 25% off. And let's see, what else do we have? Well, how about this guy? If you're a plumber or something like that, you need a Bauer Portable Electric Pipe Threader, 12 amp heavy duty. If you're a plumber and you need to do this all the time, there you go, 300 bucks right now, normally 370, so that's 70 bucks you save. And if you need a pipe bender, the Central Machinery 12-ton hydraulic pipe bender for 130 bucks, normally 150, so that's 20 bucks you save. And you know, one little trick, if you're going to be doing this kind of pipe bending and stuff like that and you're not aware of this, the pipe may kink up on you and get messed up if you're not careful. One little trick I learned from watching other people make videos: fill up your pipe with sand first. Fill it up nice and tight with sand, and that will reduce the chance of kinking and getting messed up and so forth as you're bending and deforming the pipe. So keep that in mind. That's a little trick for you to help you have a little bit better experience when you're trying to bend that pipe. And here you go. From cheap to Dematic Hydraulic 1/4 inch professional riveter, 130 bucks right now. Normally 150, so that's 20 bucks you save. Or if you want this guy right here from Central Machinery, the 4-inch drill press vise for 15 bucks, normally 20. It's about 25% off. And you know, I have one of these guys. I reviewed it a few years ago. It's not a bad little unit, does the job. But one thing I'll point out that other people commented on that video is that this guy will not fit with the Harbor Freight drill presses, if you can believe that. So I had quite a few people comment and say that it doesn't work with the drill presses. I don't know if they've updated it since that time, but I'm just letting you know in case you plan on using the two of them together. And let's see, what else do we have here? How about this guy right here from Banks, the 18 gauge 1/4 inch Crown Air stapler for 33 bucks, normally 40. So that's like 8 bucks off, or 17% off. And let's see, what about this guy here? This can come in very, very handy if you're doing all sorts of automotive testing and so forth. Dematic's 30-foot retractable test leads for 15 bucks, normally 20. That's 25% off right there. And let's see, if you need some premium deerskin leather work gloves from Hardy, there you go, for 12 bucks right now. Comes a large and extra large, normally 16 bucks, that's 25% off. Or if you want from Icon, the professional SAE ratcheting combination wrench set, 7 pieces for 100 bucks, normally 120, so that's 20 bucks you save. Those look like a long extended wrenches, so those look pretty good right there. So if you want a nice little hammock right there so you can sit outside and relax and enjoy yourself, here you go, the Parachute hammock with adjustable tree straps for 15 bucks. Normally 20, that's 25% off. I wouldn't recommend hanging around outside right now during the next few days because at least where I am, it is super freaking hot. It's going to be over 100 degrees for the next few days. So it's not a good day to be outside. Even in the shade, I'll bet you it's like over 90 degrees. So there you go. Just keep that in mind. And if you want a magnet, here you go from Chicago Electric, the 6 1/4 inch multi-purpose magnet holder for $3.50. Normally 5 bucks, so that's about $1.50 off. And if you need some leather sleeves for doing all sorts of welding and stuff like that, from Hardy, 18-inch split leather sleeves for 7 bucks, normally 9. That's 22% off. Or from Earthquake, you have the 3/8 inch composite air impact wrench with twin hammers, 450 foot-pounds capacity for 40 bucks. Normally 60, that's 33% off. And let's see, here we go. How about some Magic Mover sliders, 8 pieces for carpeted floor, $379 right now, $380. Normally $430. There you go, 11% off. Or these precision screwdriver set with molded handle, 6 pieces for 3 bucks. Normally 5, so that's 40% off for a couple of bucks. These are not bad if you plan on doing any kind of repairs on things like your cell phone, cameras, tablets, any of that kind of stuff. They have tiny little screws. These guys come in really, really handy for doing all sorts of that type of repair. So that's something to look into right there. And here's a smaller magnet if you're looking for that. The 4 3/4 inch multi-purpose magnet holder for $2.50, normally $3, so that's a giant 50 cents you save right there. There you go. and there you go, guys. And if you want to take a look at this coupon right here where you can buy the cabinet and get a free drill driver with battery and charger and everything, a $98 value, you can go check that out if it's something that you're interested in. But you are paying full price, normal price for the cabinet. You're not getting a deal or a discount on the cabinet, so that way you get a discount on this guy. If it's something that you're interested in, go check it out. All right, guys, here we are at the end of the coupons. Hope you enjoyed it. Hit that thumbs up button, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye-bye for now.